Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey, in a press conference, goes over rules of protesting in Florida.
Anybody that's doxing them, as the general said, we passed a law about 4 or 5 years ago that makes it illegal to dox here in the state of Florida. So anybody that's doing that, we will take them to full task on doing it. We will stand with you. I want to define a couple things, and our general was very kind in how he said things. I'm not as usually as elegant in how I say things, so I'm gonna first say that peaceful protests are part of our democracy. We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. The key word in that is peaceful, and if it's peaceful, us in law enforcement are going to make sure you have a safe environment to do it in. That's part of that process. If you let it turn violent, whoo, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know, I'm going to break it down for you. All right? Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, all in all. So I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida. So to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law, because it won't go well for you. All right, Jim, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think, our great governor, I think, said it well yesterday. If you're a family out there, you're driving, and all of a sudden you get surrounded by one of these angry demonstrations that's turned violent, you don't need to sit there and wait while people smash your window and damage your vehicle and put your family in jeopardy. You drive. Just drive. Get yourself out of harm's way. If somebody's in front of you and they're threatening your vehicle, you just drive. But we're grateful to have a great president and a governor that respect the rule of law. And in Florida, you're not going to see anything like you're seeing in California.
So, as you can see, Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey is very serious about the things they will do to people who takes a peaceful protest and turn it into an actual riot. They're not standing for it. And it's basically the same sentiment throughout the state of Florida because of our government, our governor, Ron DeSantis. As you can see, Ron DeSantis had stated that if anyone gets in front of a car, try to stop that car from moving, and trying to intimidate the people in the car, they have the right to continue to move. They have the right to hit the person, drive over the person, because they may feel that their life is in danger. So protesting is okay to protest, but to riot in Florida, that is not going to be tolerated. And also in the state of Florida, you can see that doxing is now illegal. So if you dox a person, that's illegal. The same thing they're doing in California, they're doxing the ICE agent's address, personal information, and now they're doing the same thing in New York. So if they do decide to come and try to protest on that same level in Florida, they can expect to go to jail, or what Sheriff Wayne Ivey said, they would kill them, graveyard dead, and their family would just get the notice that they're no longer alive. You can't spit on the police, you can't intimidate, you can't throw bottles, you can't do any of those things. They're gonna let the dogs out on you, and kill you. You're gonna end up in the hospital or graveyard dead, basically. So I want to also say this: when I watched the different people on the ground interviewing people in LA for the LA riots, as well as New York. And as they're talking to these people are not out there for the same reason. Some of these people are communists and they're protesting because they don't like the 1%, the rich people. They feel that, the rich people have too much money and they just want to overhaul that system. Then some people are out there protesting for Palestine because they don't like what's going on in Palestine. They don't like United States. They don't like Israel, and they're out there protesting for that. Then some people are protesting about ICE, and they feel that they shouldn't even be here. They shouldn't even be trying to arrest people. So basically, they just want to undermine. They're in this country, but they want to undermine this country and the rules and the laws that are currently in place in this country. And they feel that more or less it should be a free for all, that there shouldn't be any rich people. Whoever wants to come into the country, they should be able to come into the country. And basically, there should be no rules, no laws, no policing or anything. That's their sentiment altogether. They don't want anybody telling them what to do, and they just want people to be able to do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, and however they want to do it. And that's not how you live in society, because now you're putting people's lives in danger with that type of mindset. Because everyone isn't here to do this country good. Everyone isn't here to do American citizens good. And that's what they need to understand. It's hard to talk to people when you try to speak to them about truth and facts when they don't want to hear it. And then they either get mad at you or they start yelling at you. And that's what I've seen in a lot of these videos, when these people are trying to just have a regular conversation to understand, why are you out here, what you're upset about. And they just out there just to cause trouble. They're not trying to find a solution. They just want to upset the system. So I want to share a scripture with you. And this is Matthew 12:25. Knowing their thoughts, he said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is laid waste, and no city or house divided against itself will stand. So if they had their way, that's what would happen. America would crumble, America would fall down. And they're not thinking about that, because not only are they trying to destroy America within, they're not thinking about the enemies of America without. So if they see anything close to cracks in America, they're going to try to take advantage of that. While we're looking this way, they're going to be in the other direction, trying to cause trouble and cause havoc. That's why certain people are trying to build cities here, because everyone else is distracted about illegal aliens and what ICE is doing. So you have to always be aware of what's going on in this country. So I would like to thank you for watching this video. My name is Del Marche. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.